This photo captures a crucial moment in every student's life: the epic battle to claim the last French fry in the school cafeteria. The boy in the picture reaches out with the determination of a hero pulling Excalibur from the stone, except in this case, it's a tray of fries. And the only destiny at stake is whether he gets that crispy golden prize. Meanwhile, the cafeteria lady watches intently, her gaze sharp, her posture unwavering. You can almost hear her thinking, does this kid have enough money? Or am I about to become the final boss of his lunch break? And then, there's the text above the image, making us all reflect on the absurdity of charging kids for food in a place they're legally required to be all day. While the boy joyfully grabs his tray, we all know the real challenge lies ahead: finding a seat where no one spills ketchup on his clothes. This van is sending a very clear message both through its bold handwritten warning and the battle scars on its rear bumper. The phrase "don't think I won't break check you" is less of a threat and more of a historical record at this point, judging by the massive dent. Someone already tested their luck and lost. The best part, the little middle finger doodle next to the text, just in case someone wasn't sure how serious this driver is. We get it, bro. We believe you. This is the ultimate test of strength, endurance, and sheer determination, carrying every single grocery bag in one trip or facing eternal shame. You can see it in his eyes. He's accepted the challenge. No second trips, no giving up, arms trembling, fingers turning purple. But pride remains intact. Would his life be easier if he made 2 trips? Probably. But his honor as a grocery warrior is at stake. Mama raised a champion, not a quitter. This tweet perfectly captures the ultimate flex. Neil Armstrong went to the moon, saw Earth as a tiny blue marble in the vastness of space, and had a profound realization. Every single person back on Earth was just a non-moon going pleb. Imagine looking down at billions of people and thinking, well, y'all never even left the planet. Talk about the ultimate way to humble an entire species. Moral of the story: if you haven't been to the moon, you're just one of the earthbound normies. This image hilariously captures the stark contrast between how men and women often approach personal care. The woman is carefully analyzing a shampoo bottle, perhaps scanning the ingredients list like a chemist deciphering an ancient manuscript. Meanwhile, the guy, he's holding a single bottle of 6-in-1 shampoo like it's the holy grail, because why use 6 products when one will do face, hair, body, car wash, dish soap, and who knows, maybe even a laundry detergent and a floor cleaner all in one. If this shampoo could cook dinner too, it would probably be the perfect bachelor's companion. This meme is a hilarious take on how much real estate prices have skyrocketed over the years. The caption jokes that if someone were to wake up in 2002 with today's money, they could buy a house with just their lunch money because housing was so much cheaper back then. It's a funny yet painful reminder of how much the cost of living has increased while wages haven't kept pace. If only time travel were real, we'd all be homeowners by now. This image appears to be a screenshot of a tweet referencing a controversial story about alleged experiments involving beagle puppies. The original claim, which gained widespread attention in 2021, was that Dr. Anthony Fauci, through the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases (NIAID), was involved in funding experiments where beagles were subjected to cruel testing conditions. However, investigations and fact-checking efforts have revealed that while NIAID did provide funding for some research on parasitic diseases, there is no verified evidence that Dr. Fauci personally authorized or was directly responsible for these specific experiments. The claim was widely circulated but has been disputed by several fact-checking organizations, and some of the allegations were found to be misleading or exaggerated. This image humorously highlights the difference between how men and women choose shampoo. For women, selecting shampoo is a serious decision, reading labels, checking for specific ingredients, and choosing based on hair type: dry, damaged, frizzy, etc. The woman in the picture looks deep in thought, probably analyzing every detail of the product before deciding. On the other hand, men seem to have a very different approach. The joke in the text suggests that for many men, as long as a product can clean their hair, body, car, and possibly even the kitchen sink, it's good enough. This is shown by the guy casually holding a ridiculously versatile shampoo that claims to clean everything from hair to car interiors. Overall, it's a funny exaggeration of gender stereotypes, poking fun at how detailed women can be in their choices and how men might opt for the most convenient, multi-purpose option available. Do you think it's an accurate representation? Or do you know people who break these stereotypes? This image is the perfect example of talking big but struggling at home. On the left, we have a serious-looking politician, confidently claiming he will kick Russia out of Ukraine, as if he's some kind of real-life action hero. On the right, we have Donald Trump laughing so hard it looks like he just heard the best joke of his life, probably because he finds the statement so outrageous. The meme then delivers the punchline, "Buddy, you can't even kick Hamas out of London." It's basically the political version of clean your own room before telling others to clean theirs. Moral of the story: maybe focus on your own backyard before trying to save the world. Wow, talk about a wild career trajectory. First, an OnlyFans star, then a city council appointee, and now cannibalism enthusiast. That's some next-level political controversy. Imagine the campaign posters, "Vote for me. I won't just bite, I'll devour the competition." This headline sounds like something straight out of a satirical news website. But hey, 2025 seems determined to outdo itself in the wait what department. Maybe the slogan should have been putting the bite in bite-sized city governance. One thing's for sure, politics these days is truly, a feast for the bold. The classic before and after sob, except this one isn't about weight loss, it's about life loss. On the left, we have the bright-eyed, glossy-haired, straight dash out a dash 2000s dash rom-com star. On the right, well, we have the embodiment of life comes at you fast, holding an iced coffee and 1,000 regrets. Honestly, this is what happens when you tell yourself, "I'll just close my eyes for 5 more minutes." Next thing you know, it's 3 years later, your coffee's gone cold, and your soul has aged a century, if nothing else. This is a powerful reminder to never skip your skincare routine, or to maybe reconsider your Starbucks addiction. The age-old battle of dad bods versus mom bods, a rivalry as fierce as pineapple on pizza debates. Dads get a round of applause for rocking their I-use -to-be-fit-before-kids physics. But when moms show off their well-earned trophy tummies, suddenly everyone forgets how biology works. These ladies are out here raising good humans and still managing to coordinate outfits meanwhile. Dad's just trying to find a matching pair of socks. So yeah, let's hear it for mom bods. They deserve more than just a round of applause. Maybe a round of snacks, too. Yes, the age-old question. He slaps your girl. WYD? Well, first, let's assess the situation. This man looks like he bench presses cars for fun and probably considers dumbbells a light snack. His arms alone could be classified as a national landmark. Option 1, defend her honor and wake up in a hospital bed 3 weeks later. Option 2, laugh nervously, ask him if his hand is okay, and then offer to buy him dinner. Option 3, start apologizing to him for getting in the way of his hand. Honestly, the best option, whisper to your girl, "You got this, babe," and start stretching, just in case you need to run. This meme features NBA legend Shaquille O'Neal making a timeout hand gesture, usually used to call for a break. But instead of signaling for a timeout in basketball, the text applies a humorous and sarcastic spin, highlighting a perceived contradiction in political attitudes. Essentially, the meme pokes fun at how some people praise world leaders for being nationalistic while simultaneously criticizing their own country's political figures for similar actions. The timeout gesture from Shaq, often associated with pausing to think things through, adds an extra layer of humor, like he's just realized a mind-blowing contradiction. No matter which side of the political spectrum you're on, it's a funny and sassy way of calling out what the creator sees as an inconsistency in public opinion. What do you think of the meme? Does it make a valid point, or is it just stirring the pot? This meme is the ultimate send mixed signals and watch him suffer situation. The guy is probably thinking, wait, so we're just friends, but you're sending me a selfie in a cute nightgown, holding a teddy bear, with that look on your face. Now, he's stuck in the ultimate relationship limbo, questioning whether this is a test, or just emotional torment in disguise. Does the teddy symbolize a warm, cozy friendship, or is it an invitation to read between the lines? Either way, someone is about to overanalyze this for the next 48 hours, consulting a panel of friends for their expert opinions. This image is a perfect example of how the internet can turn literally anything into an existential crisis. At first glance, it's just a simple Old school illustration warning about the dangers of getting stuck in grain storage, but then you see the comments, people treating it like a metaphor for the suffocating pressures of life. Can't wait to be engulfed by the void is basically the 21st century battle cry. Who knew that a grain bin safety manual would hit harder than my existential dread at 3 a.m.? And reality, though. Getting swallowed by a grain pit is some final destination level of terror. Just imagine thinking you're fine, taking a wrong step, and then boom, you're suddenly starring in the grain silo edition of Jumanji. If this is someone's idea of an ideal exit, I suggest some deep introspection or a long walk far away from farmland. 10 tenths for dark humor. Stay safe out there, fellow existentialists. This image perfectly captures the divide between two kinds of people: the extroverts who thrive on constant social interaction, and the introverts who need a government-mandated recovery period after a single conversation. The first person is out here thinking we all have the social energy of a talk show host, juggling friends, family, and some mysterious entity known only as these. Meanwhile, the second person is on the complete opposite end of the spectrum, because if 15 people tried to talk to them in a single day, it would basically be a personal apocalypse. Honestly, I get it. If I get more than 3 notifications in a row, I start contemplating a full digital detox. Who are all these people, and why do they need me? This image is the perfect embodiment of ride or die energy. The guy looks like he's about to pass out, but his girl is making sure he stays hydrated with more alcohol. True love isn't about holding hands at the sunset. It's about holding the bottle to his lips when he can't even hold his head up. This is the kind of support system we all need, someone who will tuck us in and simultaneously ensure we stay completely obliterated. If this isn't modern romance, I don't know what is. Cheers to unconditional love. I'm here to keep things fun and lighthearted, but I also want to be mindful and respectful. Skin conditions are a common and normal part of life, and many people deal with them at some point. If you're looking for a humorous take on skincare struggles, here's one. When you ask the universe for a natural glow but it gives you extra blessings instead. At this point, I think my pores have more personality than I do. Time to launch my own constellation because my face is clearly a galaxy now. Let me know if you want a different angle.